Bugger music.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Patricia. I study and live in Germany, for those of you who don't know. So that also means that you're not subscribed to my channel. So before we get into this video, I want you to do one thing and one thing only for me, please. You see that red button somewhere there on your screen? Just hit it, and also do not forget to turn your notification button to be notified anytime that Mua post a video. Okay, so guys, this video is actually a story time. This is something that happened last week, and I wasn't even sure, like I didn't even know that someone would be interested to know the details and everything. But surprisingly, people asked me to come out here and tell my story. Okay, so from the title you already know what is going on. Yes, call me careless, call me whatever you like, but I lost my residence permit alongside with my bank card, my insurance card, my student ID, like everything that makes me a human. I lost well, not actually that, but everything that makes me legit in this country. So I lost them. So now, how did that happen? I tend to believe that I'm a very careful person. Like, I take care of my stuff, do you get me? So I used my card on Friday last 2 weeks. Not this Friday, but Friday last 2 weeks was the last time I used my card. And what happened, in fact, I think I'm just going to start from the beginning, because what happened was that so anytime I go to work, I always carry like a small bag with me that my purse doesn't fit into. So this is my purse here. This is the size of my purse, you get it? Or my wallet, I don't know what you want to call this, but this is the size here, and it's big, it's very big. So every time I go to work, I don't carry with me when I know I am going with a small bag. So on this particular day, I think I want to work on Thursday. That was the last time I went to work, on Thursday. So what I do is that I take out all my cards. I take all of them out, like the important ones I know I'll be needing. I take them out. This is my insurance card, this is my residence permit, this is my student ID, and this is my bank card. So I kind of take all of them out and put them into the bag, like in a compartment inside the bag. So that is what I always do. So on this particular day, so on after Thursday, I came back from work, and then on Friday I was supposed to go for lectures. So I had my big bag. Let me show you guys a bit. So I had this motherfucking big ass bag here. So it's usually my lecture bag, my textbooks and everything just fits inside there. So in the morning I was rushing, so I kind of just picked 4 of these cards, like 4 of them like this. I just threw them inside my bag, you get? So I was like, okay, when I get to the bus or when I get to class, I'll just put them back into my wallet. So on Friday, I could remember I went shopping on Friday because my friend was supposed to come sleep over, and I didn't have any grocery at home. So I went out to get some food stuff, and I paid with my card. I paid with my bank card, of course. And then on Monday, I was supposed to meet with my professor to sign something for me for my practical classes, and I was also supposed to hand it over. So when we were handing it over, I was like, okay, can I please check if I wrote down everything? And then I checked and I saw that my matriculation number wasn't there. I was like, okay, can you give me 1 second, let me write my matriculation number down. I opened my purse. I was like,
Who can say where the road goes, where the day...
couldn't find my student ID. At first I wasn't alarmed. I was like, okay, maybe I probably just left it at home or in one of the bags. Maybe I didn't empty my bag on Thursday after going to work or things like that. Like, I came back home, that was on a Monday, like I said. I searched, I didn't find. I searched all my bag. This is the bag I went to work with. So this is the bag. I opened it, I saw nothing. I was like, hold up, what is happening?
Hold up.
I searched my other bags, I searched my jackets, my textbooks, like to see if they kind of fell inside there. I didn't see it. I say, yay! Yay! What is happening? I quickly called my friend Kelechi, who was or who spent the weekend with me that weekend. Who spent the weekend with me. So I called, I was like, babe, I can't find all my cards, like all my what do you even call it? I don't want to be using the words cards, but what do you call them? My IDs, should you say IDs? Okay, let's just say IDs. I was like, I can't find my IDs, I don't know where they are. And she was like, okay, where did you put them, blah blah blah. I turned this room upside down, like upside freaking down. I couldn't find it. I was already going bananas. I was shedding tears. What is happening? I couldn't understand. Like, I went literally from 0 to 100 emotionally. Like, the tears was falling. My village people are at work. You couldn't tell me nothing. Yeah, and like I said, I tend to believe that I am a very careful person, and I know that I would never, like never, just mishandle this, because you see this one, my residence permit, this is the bege, this is the main thing here, the original. So it was even this one that I was more worried about, because without this, I'm not even moving an inch here. You get? So I was like, my world was crumbling, literally. Like, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I searched and searched. I couldn't find it. I was depressed, I was mad, I was sad, I was everything. So I quickly ran back to the grocery store where I got grocery on Friday so I told them, please, I think I left my IDs here. Did maybe someone find it or anything? They were like, no, that no one found anything, blah blah blah. Hey, I was just like, come and carry me, yo. That night it turned into a prayer and fasting, how do you say it, fasting and praying situation. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, I concluded that my life was over. My village people are out to get me. I was binding and casting every spirit from my every spirit from my maternal home, my paternal home. Hey! So my previous job, I knew that my contract was about to end, so I had to look for something else, you get? So I was like, I couldn't even do anything. I couldn't look for a job, because anywhere you go to look for a job, they're going to ask for your ID, yeah? So, but thankfully, I still had my working permit. This is my working permit, in case you're curious. As a student, this is the working permit you get, just like this. Here it stated how many hours you are allowed to work and all those things. So I still had my working permit, but that wasn't gonna cut it. I still needed my ID. I was wailing. You get me? How am I experiencing this thing on the first month of 2020? 2020 that I know, I'm sure is my year. I started out this year not so well. Like, I was sick the first 2 weeks of this year, so I was like, hey, is this how this year is going to be? You get? So I stayed, days went by. I was thinking of alternative. I went to my bank the next day and I blocked my bank card. I went to school. I told them that I've lost my ID. What's the alternative? They were like, okay, you have to pay how much was that? I think it was like 25 euros or something in order to get a new card. And I was broke. I am still broke. I was like, oh my god, really, 25 euros that will feed me for a whole week? I called the immigration office and told them. They were like, yes, we can give you another one, but then you have to wait till like February. Like, the next available appointment we have is in February 17th. I was like, so I'm going to stay jobless till February 17th. Are you guys okay? Like, are you for real? Yeah. and on top of that they said I'll have to pay like almost 100 euros. I was like, yay. Yay, things are beginning to take an unexpected turn. What is this? All of a sudden I'm spending the money I don't have. Like, you see, what happened was that I couldn't imagine myself, or I didn't imagine myself losing it anywhere else that wasn't in this house. I was so sure that it was in this house because, like I said before, I tend to think that I am very careful, that I would never mishandle my IDs or anything important like that. So it didn't occur to me to like, let's just be getting into the story, okay? So on Thursday or on Friday, I really can't remember, I was like, okay, there is no going back here. I cannot find my cards anymore. So I told myself that it was high time I accepted that my IDs are missing and look for something to do, you get? So on Thursday or on Friday, I really can't remember, I went ahead to make a formal report at the police station, because that's what you do here. I don't know how this works in other countries, but here when you like lose any important documents or any important stuff, you go and make a statement or a report, I don't know, at the police station. So when I got there, like I kind of told them everything that happened, and they were like, oh, but what about the lost and found office, like from the bus company? Because the bus company, the train company, they all have a lost and found office. Have you checked there? I was like, I actually haven't checked there. And they were like, yeah, why don't you try checking there, and you know, before we jump to the conclusion that someone stole it. Because honestly, like I said before, I just couldn't imagine that I left them on the bus or on the train. I was just telling myself that someone took it from my bag or it fell off. I couldn't picture the scenario of it like falling off my bag. Like my bag is deep, like very deep. So I just couldn't understand it. I couldn't comprehend it. So that was why I never bothered, or it never crossed my mind to check the lost and found office. Why am I doing like this? So they were kind enough to give me the number of the office, like the lost and found office and everything. I called the other one. They were busy like for 10 minutes straight. I was like, let me just give up, it's not there. I'll just come back the next day and make this complaint and know what to do with my life, know how to sort my life and my shit out. So I tried again, and the man there, he wasn't sounding so friendly. I was like, this one is giving me wahala on top of wahala that I have. What is this one now? So finally he asked me for my name. I gave him my surname, and then he was like, are you Patricia Amara? I was like, yeah, yeah, that is me. How did you know that? I was like, yeah, because we have your IDs here. My brothers and sisters of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen in the Lord, I could not believe it. Like, this was a miracle. Like, I just couldn't believe. I was so overwhelmed. I was so happy. I was grateful. Then I asked him, okay, what time do you guys close? He told me, and I was just praying that my appointment doesn't last up to 10 seconds. So I'll just go and rush and pick my IDs. So as God would have it, my appointment was just like 30 minutes. So I raced back. The woman at the reception, so I now told her, she took the number, like the case number that the man called for me, and she brought out everything. I was so curious to find out where I actually lost them, and on the dates, like the day I lost them. So I asked her, please, when was this brought to you guys, and where? So she now called the number of the bus for me and the dates. So it happened that on my way to my professor's office, I lost those cards on the bus. So my guess was that maybe I brought them out to put them inside my purse, and then I mistakenly left it when I alighted. Yeah. Wow. And all this time I was thinking that I was faultless. I was thinking that it wasn't my fault. I was thinking that I was so careful. What a way to go, Patricia. What a way to go. Meanwhile, while I was at home wailing like a cow, I would have used that time to call these people and ask them. I was so grateful to the woman. Yeah, I was so very grateful. You guys don't even understand the extent of this. One, I didn't have money to renew all these IDs because they cost money to renew, you get? And then secondly, I don't like a situation whereby the state is looking at you suspiciously, like, are we even sure she lost her ID, or maybe she has struck some deal with someone? That was my main concern. Like, I don't want a situation whereby they start having doubts about my credibility and everything, you get? So yeah, I was so happy. I was so happy that I found it. So I came back. I was so happy. I was dancing. You get? When you are in a system that functions, when you are in a very coordinated and functioning system, you just find out that things work, like things actually do work. Like, you can actually lose something and then found it. This is not the first time that I'm losing something on the bus. I've lost my phone on the bus, but then I found it. My second phone, I lost it on the bus. I didn't find it. It was an iPhone, so I guess the person just took it. So and then again, I lost my keys, or the keys to my own house, on the train. I haven't found it up until today. So it's like I have a tendency to lose things on the train than on the bus. So what was I saying? When you are in a system that works, yeah, it's just so easy and reliable. Because like I said on my Instagram, because I shared this story on my Instagram, and it was actually from there that people asked me to come on here and make a story time about it. So when I shared the story and said I wasn't going to call names of countries, but if you know, you know. If you know the countries I have in mind, you know. There are some countries that this would have been a story of the past. Like, this would have been a story of the past. Like, you would just forget about it. But I am so grateful every day that I am in a system that actually works. I don't like how my earring is puffing up today. That I'm in a system that actually works, you get? So to the person who actually found my card, I don't know you from Adam, but I am so grateful to you. I am, like, you saved my life in a million ways that I don't even know how to begin to explain. Thank you so much, and I pray and I hope that someone else saves your life the way you saved mine, okay? So I think that's it. Yeah, actually that's it. So that will be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please be careful. Be careful. Do not be like me. Please don't be like me. Make sure you search everywhere, or you use every avenue, like all of them, before you conclude that your life is over, okay? So I love you guys, and please do not forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Have you ever lost anything? Because I think I am a madam when it comes to losing things, even though I try to convince myself otherwise, but it's still true. I lose things that, like, tomorrow no day. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Do not forget to check out my other videos that I will be linking in the description box below, and subscribe. Okay, I love you guys. Bye bye.